Welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Giggs here, and today's message: from effectiveness to greatness. From effectiveness to greatness. The spirit of this message can be found in probably one of the most important books that Stephen Covey has ever written. No, it's not The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, though I certainly recommend that book. It's The 8th Habit. It's what Stephen Covey considers his crowning achievement. I want to encourage you to read that book, From Effectiveness to Greatness. 8th Habit. What is the 8th habit? Well, the 8th habit will teach you and me that in life, we're going to be experiencing a lot of stimulus from the outside world. That stimulus will come from our jobs, our family, and people we meet every day. And the idea of, and the premise of this teaching is that instead of reacting to what someone says or does, that we need to respond. And to respond means to think through your response before you give one. Let me give you an example. I'm raising a teenage daughter. And for any of you out there who are raising children, especially teenage daughters, they sure know how to push those buttons. Oh, you've experienced that too? Yeah. And if I'm not careful, I can overreact to what my daughter would say and do. And so I've learned to use this habit of don't overreact, Eric. Don't respond right away. Think through what was just said and come up with your best response. Now, while that sounds easy, it's not. It's simple, but not easy. And so in order for you and me to be effective in the relationships we have and with people every day, we need to learn, you and me, how to respond and not react. Think about it. Haven't you been in a situation recently where maybe you overreacted, you got too emotional, and your response was not the best response? It created more problems? I know this has happened to me in my life because I'm a very passionate person, and I tend to wear my heart on my sleeve, as I'm sure many of you do. And so in this message today, I want to encourage you and me to take time before we respond. Think about what it is that was said. Seek to understand what was said. Why was it said? Maybe even follow up with a question or two with that person, whether it's a relative, a sibling, an employer, or just someone you meet on the streets. The other day, I happened to reach out to somebody in my executive home offices, and I got pretty strong with this person. Well, they reacted very strong with me as well. In fact, it was pretty strong. Well, it wasn't the very best response on his part, and I'm not sure if it was the very best response on my part. Here's what I know. I have to respond better if I want to be great and effective in what I do, and so do you. So that's the message today, gang. Get the 8th habit cooking for you, and I'll guarantee you'll be living your best life, and so will I. Thanks for joining me in the Locker Room, gang, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
If you know someone you feel has a special story to tell or life to share, please email Eric directly, and he will reach out to you and or this individual, even if you think this person is you. And by the way, if you've enjoyed and feel the Daily Locker Room has served as an inspiration in your life, why not share it with a friend by sending them the daily message?